Okay, I think we're here for another hour long. It's basically until I actually break the 25 unique days of streaming, and then I'll go back and do the VOD one. Welcome to the stream. You can call me Les if you'd like. We are going to try to win another championship. So let's try to place first. Joker lap, I can't tell whether that was to the right or the left, but it was all the way up one side, whatever side we're going. Looks like if we're going this way. I can't tell what direction we're going anymore. That's bad. I think I know where it is though. That's all that counts.
Okay, get a good start and let's get your result today.
That is louder than me by a lot.
Ready to
Wow.
race.
I'll lower it a second.
Go, go, go. Come on, don't get carried away.
Okay, that was too loud. It's going well above mine instead of just equal to mine. My audio. Wow. There it goes. That's better. Yes, repair the vehicle. I mean, actually, it could be a little bit better than that, too. Let me fix that again. Okay, that should be better.
Ready.
Oh yeah.
Green. Go, go, go. Careful on jog X. They're going to be tight with another car.
No,
Nice
it
one.
wasn't
Happy
just me.
with that.
I thought it was just me, but no, it's not. It is that loud. I think I should double check the car's tuned next lap because
Get
I
ready.
didn't, but I should have.
Go, go, go.
Bumping into me, car.
Okay, focus. Steady on. Compose yourself.
Warned you. Same bumper cars. You get turned around like that. Oops.
Okay, you're fighting for the win at the moment.
didn't take my Joker. Next lap. Alright, let's make up for some time so we can take our Joker and go for there. Oops. Keep doing that.
Once the rest have done their Joker, I reckon we'll be fighting for first. You should be very happy with that. Job well done.
Could have been better, but yeah, you're right. Could have went a little bit better. It's okay. That's what the next race is for. A little bit better.
Ready. Green, go, go, go.
I'm assuming it's the same track. Okay, really?
Keep it calm.
The Joker out of the way first. Slingshot around that corner. And that one. And that one. Trying to keep it 100. Except for that turn. Wow, that turn really sets you up for the next one, too. Not so much that one. Just like this one sets you up for this one. I don't get the speed that I gotta take that corner right there at.
That's a win. Well done.
Okay, as long as that's not buffering, then it's good.
Ready to race. Go.
I think the car's doing the way I want it to be. It's taking the corners nice. I mean, kind of driving the way I want it to. And most of the cars are not tuned like that off the top of the bat. Most of them. You gotta go in and kind of play around with them just a little bit. Tell me this is the last time I'm racing on this track. This is not my favorite track of my favorite tracks. Though I do like this track.
Okay, focus. Steady on. Compose yourself.
They took me out of position like that. I can't believe it. I'm still first, but I almost lapped them. No! Wow. I got out of control quick. I'm basically still only first. I should have lapped them right there,
Nice
though.
one, happy with that.
That should have been a lap. No. No. This is the same track. Looks
Go,
like the
go,
same.
go. Looks like there will be another car as you merge.
I was hoping that last track was the last time I was gonna play on this track. Apparently not. Although I guess I didn't see the finale, the finals alert, so I guess not. It's not the final time you get to race on this track, unless you're in the finales. Not until you're in the finals. Snipes, what's going on,
You should be
man?
very happy with that. Job well
What
done.
is going on? Let me drop into a Discord channel. Are you in yours or? Ooh. Are you in your Discord or can you drop into my Discord? Because I could drop into my Discord right now, unless you're already in yours and I could drop into yours. I'll drop into that one, and if you could pop in, then go for it. Yeah, I'm still working on the whole 25 days of streaming thing. And as of 25 days of streaming, which, okay, okay. As of 25 days of streaming, it takes me a little while, not me, but like it takes a little while for it to register. So I had to like go back and forth in one of those days and couldn't figure out what it wanted. Hey, Anthro, what's going on?
Hey Les, what's up, buddy?
Not much, not much.
Guess I gotta mute.
Oh, the street, yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. We're talking at the same time length. Weird when there's like 20 or 30 seconds difference and then you hear a sentence that was just said or something.
I know, right?
Yeah, so what's up, buddy? So you got all the time eaten here yet or what?
Well, apparently I need one more day, so I keep checking with this thing like every day to figure out, if it's already counted it or not. And it seems to not have counted it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I'm basically doing one more, and I keep doing this, okay, one more kind of scenario. At some point, it will count it, so I guess I'm just gonna try to do it's whatever its own timing is, which I think is like mountain time or something like that. Not 100% sure.
Just check out the notes about Tarkov there. Samantha was saying.
Yeah.
That's weird that you're
All
saying
right,
you have
nearly
to
time. Get focused.
certain like conditions you didn't meet or something.
Yeah, it's just unique days, and I guess what it means is it's trying not to double count days. So if I do two streams in a row, I can't get done any quicker.
Makes sense to me, man.
Yeah, so it's
Should
one of
be
those.
as like as hard as that individual works. Somebody might stream twice a week. What if this guy streams 5 days a week, man? You gonna take that away from him?
Yeah, that's
No.
true. That's true, because, yeah, 5 times
I mean,
5
that's the
is
way I look at
25.
it.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Let's say you didn't have a full-time job and you want to take streaming seriously right now.
Hmm.
You're putting in every day. I mean, that doesn't count. That has to be on the certain days, day on, day off, or
Well, at the rate that it's counting, it would basically make it every single day of the month, and you would have about 5 days where you can't to six, give or take. So basically, 3 solid weeks of streaming.
okay.
No, a little bit more than that. Because 7, 7, 14, 21. Yeah, a little bit more than
Did you turn
3 solid weeks, 3.5
Did you turn
weeks.
your audio down? Anthro was saying it's super quiet on the stream.
Is it? It might be because it's paused. That might actually turn it back up. But yeah, it basically means I've got to go in and do more.
Yeah. So what games are you playing? This is new, or you had this Dirt 4 for a while?
Yeah, this is Dirt 4. Dirt 4 I've actually had for a while. And I was deciding what game to play for 25 days, and I settled that a car racing game would probably be one of the better like directions to go, because you have constant tracks, you have constant laps, driving's pretty live. It's not like I'm trying to like figure out some puzzle or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I picked up Dirt 2 as well. Dirt 2.0. Yeah, so as soon as I'm ready for this one to finish, then I'm gonna switch over to Dirt 2. If I keep playing Dirt, it'll be 2.0. Well, I mean, I just took the Joker lap again. Well, I mean,
Are you taking around the Joker?
I guess, yeah. I need room on my drives, so I actually have to make a decision at this point. I still want to get Far Cry, so I got to get room for it on the drives. So I have to work something out. What I might end up doing is getting a second drive, another M.2, which I already pulled my Optane drive out, and just loading up a terabyte drive right there, and then throwing all these games on it. Because right now I'm like on a 480 gig drive or something, so it actually solved the problem.
Well, that actually would be the easiest and fastest solution, no?
Huh?
I said that would be the easiest and fastest solution, just to throw in an M2 1 TB.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be the quickest one. I'd be able to fit all the games that I want or that I have. I could just monitor what games it is that I waste hard drive space on, and it'd solve the problem, yeah.
Just by the, because that's what I was mentioning for a while, just by the memory card. I just realized he's been deleting some of the games so he can put on these newer games.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I just
Yeah.
went and got him a 128 gig micro SD card. That's what that thing takes. Imagine.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I think I could. Huh. I suppose. Yeah, but that's so far is my solution. So check this out. I removed the okay, so I told you that I bought a wireless adapter, right? Right?
Yep.
Okay, so I bought the wireless adapter and I plugged it in. And I
Yes, nice
assumed it
one.
was going to
That's
work
the
fine.
win.
For some strange reason, it decided that it was not going to work fine. So I was sitting around, yeah, with this brand new micro, well, those little tiny M.2 controllers, so like mini micro M.2 controllers. So I plug in the adapter and it doesn't really want to get up to speed. So I'm basically getting really low internet. And I can't figure out what's going on with it. So I decide I'm going to buy another one.
Yeah.
I go ahead and I buy another one. And I buy the wires for it. I plug them all in outside the computer and decide this was the best thing to do because last time I was trying to do it inside the computer.
Right.
So this time I go, forget that. I'm going to pre-plug everything and just, plug and play to it basically at that point. So that's what I do. I plug it in. I turn it on. First internet test, I'm getting
Ready to aim.
50 up and 50 down. Now the line is only 100 up and 100 down
Go,
anyways.
go, go.
So I go from getting just over 10 up and 10 down. So I was somewhere between about 6 up and down and 17 up and down. And it would fluctuate between there. I plug in the new one, which is the same exact controller. And I have the antennas already plugged before I slide the card in and everything. And all of a sudden, it gets 50 something. And then 60 something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, all this over just the new card or the new replacement card for the new card to begin with. And so now I'm gaming on this Wi-Fi card at, basically half 100 up and half 100 down. Which isn't necessarily the best internet, but, I mean, it's a lot better than the 10s that I was getting before that.
For sure, it's better.
Yeah. So it went up at least 5 times better.
I saw yesterday there was like you guys were all putting the speeds in.
Uh-huh.
Already did.
Yeah, that's what those were.
Yeah. I'm surprised like
It is because I mean, like, it is surprising. I thought that the new card that I put in the first time was just going to do perfect. And the first day or two, it did. It seemed to have gotten 40 up and like 30 down or something like that, or 40 30 up and 40 down or something like that. And it just never quite reached that speed again. And this
Yeah,
one,
no, with you that pulls up, I'm looking up on right now, top
yeah,
today, I'm at 54 up. Wow.
yeah,
And
and this,
79 down and 76 up.
yeah, right? And so this one, it's been consistent. It's like, it's such a dream having this card in now.
Looking
I
at
want,
Wampo, Monkey, he had 117 down and 12 up.
oh yeah, yeah, I saw that earlier too in the Discord.
Mine,
That's a win.
ready?
Well done.
Hmm.
892.5 down and 29.7 up.
Wow.
It's like almost 30 up and I guess 890 down.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a gig, but that's with others on the network and shit.
Oh wow.
That's why I'm surprised. Like, that's such a big difference. Like, even my 892 is way more than Mike's 117. If he's got a different connection than yours or a different server, service provider or whatever.
That's a good point. That is a good point. I want better internet.
Yeah,
The funny thing is now that I actually have this card in, now I feel confident that it's going to keep up and that faster internet would basically improve it.
it helps. I mean,
The Silicon Lottery. It does
fast.
seem like that every time
Yeah.
too.
I
Like
mean,
so,
I play on a TV, so I have a slower response time, but I think my internet speed kind of compensates a little bit
mhm.
for that. So I'm
Yeah,
able to play PUBG still.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
technically working
I
on
have
one
a
that's
super
slow too.
speed, but my FPS is not the best. But
Yeah, I'm
I
working
know
on
the
one
two
of those
different
monitors
pictures.
like that. This monitor apparently has pretty big delay. I mean, the more that I'm playing it in game, the
Get
less
ready.
delay it seems, but the first few days I was playing on it, it had the worst delay ever.
Go. Keep it calm.
It's almost worth looking into those faster monitors just to deal with that issue next.
Oh yeah, I wish I could get one of those just to afford a billet or whatever. I do want to get one, but
Looks like there will be another
You
car
know,
as you merge.
it it's one of those weird things with monitors. You get used to playing on a monitor. Like the monitor that I'm playing on at my house that I was the same monitor that I'd play on my PlayStation with. And on PlayStation, it seems fine, you know?
it's
I
different on PC though.
Yeah, you start playing on PC and it's like all of a sudden, whoa, wait a minute. You start to notice little tiny artifacts.
Errors and little tearing, whatever they call it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so
Screen tearing, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's like that. Like when you play on TV, I know it's not as good as a computer monitor, but if you want to buy a TV that's not going to have 144 hertz, it's super, super expensive.
yeah.
Like, I seen one online yesterday, it was a gaming TV, it was like 10 grand or something.
Wow. And the
Yeah,
funny thing is if you're not getting a 1 millisecond monitor out of that 10 grand, you're wasting your money. There's no point in not using a 1 millisecond screen. Only because that's what you're really buying a gaming monitor for. You know? I mean, all the other stuff is great, but the response time you get out of the 1 millisecond monitor, it more than makes up for not having all that other stuff. And then some, because you're getting the performance, you're getting the raw performance out of the thing. Like, I thought I had a good enough monitor, which is a TV monitor, and I'm starting to notice when I was playing PUBG that it was reacting slow. Yeah, just the same like this one I'm on now, which is actually slower, but I thought it was great because it was a plasma, but then I started looking into plasmas and found out that their resolution can be as much as almost a
Yes,
whole
nice
second
one.
behind.
That is a win.
They're not like in the double digits 14 and 18 millisecond behind, but
Yeah.
they can get up to be around 8 or so milliseconds behind. And I didn't notice it at first.
Yeah, it's my TV. I've been gaming on it for 2 years, just under 2 years now. It's starting to get, when you go to a white screen like Google. So now I'm
Hmm.
getting like these blue blotches on the screen. There's kind of blobs growing out, light blue, where the
Oh.
white is gone.
Hmm.
So I looked into it on YouTube, obviously, who other people have the same problem, and this is something common, not just with LG, with all flat screen TVs. And basically, there's a strip of like LED backlighting, they call it, all behind the screen,
Yeah.
and they start to go. So they're showing you how to take your TV apart and get the new order the LED lights and install them. I'm like, that's too much friggin' work. It's stupid. That something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
The change would take so much work that nobody can really do it unless they know what they're doing. You don't want to risk ruining something else when you take the TV apart, right?
Yeah, that's true. Anthro is asking if frame rate still controls fire rate, rate of fire in PUBG.
They did something with I may be wrong, but I
Hmm.
thought they did something with that with the last update or the one before.
Okay. Yeah, the monitors are funny like that because you can get used to a monitor quicker than you
Yeah.
know and play on the monitor like as if, you know, there's nothing going on. There's no like you're trying to use a monitor. And then
Yeah.
you find out that your monitor is going slow and, you should probably update it and you'd get better, game result and all that other stuff. And sometimes you just don't know how far behind your monitor is. And you can't just guess, okay, I just need to kind of be this much ahead of stuff and keep up with it like this much. And otherwise, and I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you get comfortable with your monitor and you just really get into the groove with it. But
You can like doesn't bother you until you like you said until you play on a better monitor. But other than that, you just become accustomed to it, whatever it is.
yeah, it's so worth getting the 1 millisecond monitors though. That's probably what I'm gonna do, even if I get like a little 17-inch, just for games that are a little bit more demanding, and then use the bigger screen for probably other stuff like chat window and all that other stuff. More than likely, OBS.
Oh yes, yeah.
It'll be fine. It will. It will.
Need more room on my desk because that 55-inch TV takes a lot of room, and my desktop is sitting to the right of it. Where if I had a second monitor, I'd put it unless I can somehow move my
Ready to
desktop
race.
computer under the desk.
3, go, go, go.
There's always wall mounting it.
That was
Like mine is actually mounted on the wall. Of course, it is my actual TV, so I mounted it there. Went through the whole process of drilling holes in the wall
Careful, those
against the
junction X are going to be
plates and
tight with another car.
trying to line them all up, and then the big tie fasteners and all that stuff, and then, like lifting up the TV and sticking it on the wall, and then turning on COD and playing, and it was great. Like the experience and all that. I had no idea the monitor was behind, milliseconds behind the whole time. I probably got like 5 years out of it though. That monitor.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good because
Hmm.
just under 2 years now. I'm not happy with that. Even if there's probably manufacturer
Okay, good point.
True.
Hashtag when the track is just completely slippery. So Dirt 2.0 is supposed to be even better than this one. Yeah, so
It's newer or older than
this one is older. This one is already like 2 years old, I believe. At least 2 years old. Yeah, it's definitely 2 years old. I want to say three, but I don't think it's 3 years old yet. It's about two. Yeah, because this isn't that recent. Is it? It might be 1.5. I gotta look up the release date, but yeah, it's already over a year old essentially. I've had it for a really long time in game years terms, and I played it in the beginning. I recorded some of the gameplay, and then I lost that drive.
Nice one. Happy with that.
Yeah, optimization in PUBG is actually critical. It's critical to the community of PUBG players.
Oh yeah.
For one, it's super critical. Um,
Yeah, yeah, Anthro is right. If they hadn't optimized it, would have been dead by now. That's what had a lot of people leaving it. But when they fixed it, a lot of people came back.
yeah, it's the
It's like, yeah,
prospect. It's that prospect of PUBG being a good
yeah,
game. I mean, there's that.
us too.
Yeah, there's that community prospect that you might turn on PUBG. They do a fix and get it right, so to speak, this time, and some of those problems are gone, and you could enjoy the game and really enjoy it.
Get ready. Go.
I guess it's kind of like when we were playing Tarkov. Tarkov's the same way, in the sense that a lot of the updates that they do to Tarkov and a lot of the patching they do sometimes have drastic effects on how the game plays out, whether it's optimization and latency and connection issues, server client kind of stuff, or it's just quality of life changes that they're making in the game. It tends to do that same thing. So for anybody that played the alpha, um, was there basically, kind of like the first little while that it was up and running. We've all seen a lot of changes in the game that are like new and different. Adding more traders and getting deeper storylines with the traders, and then going in and rebalancing the traders, and all of those things
Feels like a work
kind
in
of.
progress.
Yeah. I feel fortunate enough to have jumped on early enough that I get to see all of those little, I guess,
PUBG's a beta.
quirks and nuances.
PUBG is a beta. It releases a beta, and it's come a long. I have clips from day one before it came out, and if I was to pull some of those clips, oh my lord, it would look like an awfully bland game and clunky character movements and everything. It has come so far.
That's a fair
It
point.
is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
PUBG's
mean,
no different of a game in that.
all this stuff I used to wish that when I was playing, I get something, I'm like, this is dead. What do you mean I can't jump and climb this wall? Like, and then they added wall climbing. And then it was the same thing. What do you mean I can't throw this pan? I should be able to throw this pan across the room. Then it's all matter. Like, oh, they added that. You going your whole way. So all the stuff that the suggestions people were putting out, along with the optimization, that was another part of it. All the bugs and optimization, character play improvements have to come along with it. Or I like the like in Far Cry 5 how you could slide, right? You run and you can slide.
Hmm.
I wish they would add that to PUBG, man. It's just missing from the character. If he could slide, this guy can do it. Climb walls, slide, jump,
How
diversify on it.
how big on hard drive is Far Cry? Because I was looking at it and I was debating whether to pick it up right now. I don't know if there's still time to. Um, but it was looking like it was going to be quite a significant kick to the hard drive. Because I still want to get on that game and
Yeah.
yeah, play
It's good, man.
multiplayer.
should be very happy with that. Job well done.
Sliding in PUBG.
Yeah, who's saying that? Oh, is that Anthro? I can't hear.
Uh-huh,
It's
uh-huh,
Anthro just chit-chatting.
uh-huh. And we can move down to
Oh,
my
oh, there, okay,
Discord.
yeah, there he is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Oh,
switch
we
over
can go
to
there.
my
Yeah, if
Discord?
he's
Yeah,
there,
let's
yeah,
go over to
yeah,
mine.
yeah, if that's where he is, for sure,
Uh-huh,
dude.
uh-huh. Okay,
Let's
meet
go
you in
there.
there. Hey, Anthro, jump into my Discord. Okay, I'm in here. If everybody else is in here. Yep. Okay. I see. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. We got.
Yeah, I'm in here.
All right.
Anthro, what up, dude?
Not much. I have to mute the stream, otherwise I hear everything fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I did.
But no, I think the main problem they would have with PUBG entering that sliding in is the fact that they've had so many problems trying to make sure that people can't shoot each other through walls that sliding would just add another layer to that problem.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they do have their issues. I mean, hacking is still rampant. I just reported a guy, I have the video of it, shot me through a steel door. I closed
Yeah.
the door, and even when I saw it from his point of view, you can see them sparking on the door. Tiching, tiching, tiching. I die from behind the door. So somebody else might tell you that's your desync because you're slower than him. Or that's not possible though. There's no way. I'm gonna actually
I
post
mean,
that, and I'd be, yeah.
if it's more than like a second behind, then yeah, I would say that's not desync anymore because that's just somebody exploiting the game if it's more than a second apart from each other because most desync I think PUBG actually does connection based for to some extent. Not like
Gotta find this.
not like 100% connection based like you're always going to be in matches with like 75 ping or lower, but I think they do to some extent some connection based matchmaking. So I don't think they'll let you have over, 150 ping between you and another person.
Okay. Well, I think they're also lately they're doing. Weren't they trying something out with ranking, where you're
Um,
just gonna be playing against people with your own rank?
I don't know if they're doing MMR now. If they are, I'm intrigued
Yeah.
because I was really tired of like, because it was one of our main complaints when Dad and I used to play all the time
Okay.
together was that like we would always go up against these guys who like no matter what you're doing, they know where you are on the map and they just know exactly how to get you out of your spot and immediately kill you. And it's like,
Yep.
it's not fun, dude.
No, and
By
I
the
think
way, Shy,
we get like two or three people banned per like not. I might get one perma ban a week, but honestly, if I'm playing, I'm getting two or three. I never hear back from them.
yeah. By the way, Shy, you haven't put in your YouTube URL for your just chatting page, so it says YouTube URL
Oh
failed.
yeah. Yeah. I was debating whether I wanted everyone on Twitch to know what my YouTube channel was. I was like, I want to fix it up first, and so right now it's like vaguely assembled. So it's
Oh,
not
I
even go for.
I made it very clear on my channel that I hardly ever post to YouTube, and if I do, it's probably going to be a whole stream of me swearing and not caring what YouTube has to say.
Yeah, and when it's that vaguely like it's that like sort of roughed together, I felt that it wasn't necessarily like professional enough that I wanted to put it there. I figure my friends that like you guys might already know what my YouTube channel is, so for you guys to know it, oh, it's fine. I don't really mind, but it's so
Yeah.
underdone. Yeah. It's so underdone. It's like, oh my gosh, I cringe,
Oh,
cringe.
pain. Uh, existence is pain.
Area.
Yeah.
As soon as I fix it up and figure all that other stuff out, then I'll go ahead and actually post all the links to it.
I'm just kind of hoping that I play PUBG tomorrow and I don't hate life for playing it because
Is it gonna be cross-platform? Is that what you're saying tomorrow?
no because we're gonna I don't know, did Shy not tell you already?
No,
Tomorrow
that's what I thought you meant.
We're supposed to basically. Okay, so I have to go back to the other house to do this, and I think I might just do that. But basically, since all of us get together to play PUBG anyways, the idea was to go on ahead and rally everyone up. So post it in chat that we're going to try to gather everyone together and do all of us together, basically like
Customs.
we do customs. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
yeah. I haven't actually talked to you in a while, so kind of hard for me to tell you what's going on.
Been kidnapped.
Yeah.
Tarkov.
Dude,
Yeah, that's
this
true.
game.
You guys are really liking it.
Ready to race. Green, go, go, go.
Just laying in wait.
Looks like there will be another car as you merge.
Really, dude? You spend 30 minutes of your match just waiting for people?
It's interesting. It looks cool, like I'd like to play it, but trying to get better at it.
Some of the things that it does are pretty niche, are like next level niche. But it does do a lot of the things, minus it's not battle royale, that you get out of PUBG. But it's not PUBG. It's not a replacement per se for PUBG, but it is as entertaining as PUBG tends to be.
That's the thing when you say that, it's really funny. Like before battle royale came out, like that whole idea, I didn't even like it. You know what I mean? But then when PUBG came on, people were playing PUBG, and I'm like watching streamers playing PUBG, which was really fun. And then it was just weird to me that they would get one right. We all come from COD was spawn, 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 right? So it was new, but I mean, after I got used to it, after the second time I started up, all the Call of Duties, Black Ops, GTA 5, what's it called, Tom Clancy's Respawn Wildlands, that I find myself all liking PUBG. I have Iron Man, I have 2, I have 3, you know, but I just find myself now, I'm used to that battle royale style of game. I actually like to drop in, you loot it up, and you find your engagement or, you know, creep your way or find a circle or whatever. So it's, yeah, it's really weird how like 14 years ago I didn't like that idea of battle royale. I just like so used to it. So that's the thing is you guys have to start fresh every time, right?
I can
Okay.
take out one of those 8Rs, and that's fine. All I'm risking is
Nice one. Happy with that.
So just so I understand this correctly, so it doesn't matter how many times you die, your loot stash every time you respawn or come back to play, it's there for you, right?
Yeah, but whatever you take out of
Okay,
your loot
cool.
stash to bring it in with you, you
Lose.
have the possibility to lose. Yeah.
If you die, you're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
It's on you.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
99 percentile whatever you go in, you're taking in because it's disposable.
Right.
Which is why I switched over to Vepers last night because they only cost me like 10k rubles, whereas like an 8R cost me like a rechargeable battery, which is roughly 15k rubles. So like you have to really put price per performance first in this
Yeah.
game. So it's a lot more thinking about what you want to bring into a raid rather than just, hey, we dropping in, boys. Where are we dropping at?
Right.
Hopefully we get guns and don't get fucked over by the loot spawning system where they just give us pistols.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I mean,
true.
you're not wrong. It's when you in PUBG, if you on off the drop, if you drop and you're unlucky enough to find a weapon, then you're dead. And the other people that find it, it's not even about who's better at that point.
Yeah, it's that's the thing that kills me. It's one of the things that kills me about PUBG is like there's no real way to fight that. Like if somebody has level 3 armor and level 3 fucking helmet and a fucking vest, and you're running around with a 1911, like yeah, you can launch the shotgun and probably like hurt them pretty badly, but they're gonna
Found
come
a
out
place
in
in
the corner
history
with a
with this
Scar L
victory.
and just drop you
Right.
because you don't have armor and a vest on.
Pretty much. That's it.
Like, don't get me wrong, I've had my hero moments in PUBG where, like, I think Dad will tell you all, has told you all about this one where I got the,
Congratulations!
what is it
You are
called?
the FIA World
Sniper
Rallycross
rifle, the bolt
champion.
action one, not the,
In these
the
21st century temples to
24?
adrenaline,
Yeah, the M20.
you've been
I got
the one
of
to
those and,
energize the
like,
crowd.
ended up eighth in the match
You've
after
nailed
everyone
every
died at the
joker,
beginning, killed
shaved
8 other
every
players,
apex,
Wow.
with
traded paint with the
M24,
best
and
racers in the
barely
world,
survived getting out of the
and
zone with a
triumph.
D-stick of health, but that's like out of those matches, out of like 100 matches, I might get 1 or 2 matches where something similar to that may happen.
Yeah, it's weird. Like that's the thing with the game. In the last week I've gotten 3 chicken dinners. And
wow.
I haven't got that anthro. That's like I think now if you look at my stats, I think altogether from when I started till now they're 13 altogether, but 3 of them are in the last week.
Nice.
me, Mouse, and Bruise, and Ice. I think one of them. Me and Pepper, one of them, and me and I forget. Me and Lemon, I believe somebody one of them. But yeah, it's I find like since they're updated it and since they fixed it, I'm having a better chance at it. Like the sound has been fixed big time. You can pretty much tell where people are coming from now
Oh my god,
if
that
you
was
listen. That
really irritating in old
but
PUBG.
that's the thing, bro. Is if you're with a group of guys or just chit chatting, doesn't matter what you do. Like I mean, we end up goofing off. They're throwing stun grenades at each other, shooting at each other. Like I don't mind that every once in a while, but I'd really like to play PUBG seriously, like somebody who plays it like Arma, where they play it like a military operation, and we don't get that all the time. We end up goofing off too much.
Yeah, we going for those chicken dinners.
I feel like though,
Yeah.
to some extent, you have to goof off with PUBG because if you take it too seriously, you start getting frustrated with it when it does stupid shit.
No, that's true. If you want to win the match, get to the last. The example I'm giving you is because when I play solo, I'm not speaking with anybody. I'm 99% of the time I'll make it into the top 10. 99% of the time,
Yeah.
because there's nobody throwing stun grenades at me, and I'm not speaking with anybody off game topics, and it's all comms, right?
Yep.
That's part of the problem with PUBG is if you.
Yeah, you miss your audio cues sometimes, and it could just be little
Yeah.
stuff like a car driving by and you just didn't pick it up and it turns into something.
I'm playing this game and the money that I'm getting, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the stage now where I'm getting where it says like 31.2 Q. And it's a lowercase q, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently the next level up from that is just a capital Q.
Oh, okay.
How does this make sense?
I don't know. Numbers are abstract. If you can think of a weird word that ends with something, I'm sure there's a number sequence that actually expresses it. Like Google
Yes,
is a
but why
number.
there would be a lowercase q and then a capital Q?
Quintillion or quadrillion and quintillion.
Still, most.
I mean, That's the only thing I could think of is quadrillion and quintillion.
Oh, I know, but most games don't do it like.
But PUBG's just I feel like the players who do take it seriously have been dicked on for too long and don't feel like playing it anymore, and the people who don't take it seriously are still playing it because of the fact that like they didn't get an investment into the game.
Unfortunately, you are not wrong about that. It's sad.
And
Right.
that's the underlying problem when your player base of the when you're
Yeah.
serious players, like I think Shroud even said he left PUBG, didn't he?
Yeah,
He's playing.
him and like Respect come back because the fans bug them so much for it, so they'll come back and have a couple of games here and there just to keep everybody happy. But basically,
Yeah.
they're not grinding it like they were before.
Because I know they said Shroud was leaving PUBG because I think he got annoyed by something that happened in a game, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm done."
Yeah.
And I know Shroud left. I know Disrespect said he was leaving, which was like their two major money makers at most of the sporting competitions. Was the fact that Shroud and Disrespect were joining in. But
And I think maybe you're right. Maybe they have some financial ties with them, where maybe that's why they got to come out and every so often play it still.
yeah, I'm sure they do. Like there's nothing against Shroud and Disrespect. They can love the game all they want. It's just not my cup of tea anymore. That's why I don't hardly
Yeah.
play it because like every time it also might have been the people that I was playing with because when I played with fucking uh when I played with Eon and them when we were just bullshitting playing games together, like
Yeah.
Eon, Samuel, and I would almost always make it to a top 10, but Samuel would usually die within the first few minutes, so it would just be Eon and I, and we would always make it to like top 10. Both of us like tacked out with good snipers, getting ready for the final circle, and it's like when you have a team that you perform with well, and I was talking to this about Shy, like when Jip and I play a game together, which JP is one of my friends. Him and I don't care about what other people are doing together in the game. It's just him and I competing against each other to see who does better. And by the end of the match, him and I are always on top of the leaderboard. I don't know why, but whenever we're competing against each other to see who's going to do better, him and I are always like neck and neck, tied for the top.
That circles within
Those are your
circles
better
thing.
games. I guess you push
Yeah.
yourself harder
Yeah.
because there's a motivation for it, right? You want to beat your friend or show him up or something.
And it's never like out of complete hatred for each other that we're like
Oh no.
with each other. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna do better than you. No, you're not. I'm gonna do better than you. It's just a fun little
Gamer
back and
spirit.
forth that we have. As long as you have like something to push yourself towards in the game, I feel like you